Well, a hiisig a commissioner agus a gine úsle. Tá anáthas orm fáilte a chur roimh go léir don ócáid speisialta anseo inniu. Oscailt Institút nua fíor hábhachtach I go láiste na tríóide. Cúis áthais dún go léir a lehéide bheith again in éireann. Is céim iontach chun cinné I daide I dachas cuasaí leighis agus fion tríocht nua. Taoiseach, Commissioner, and distinguished guests, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the opening of the Biomedical Sciences Institute. This is the most ambitious single project in the history of Trinity College, and it is big in several ways. It is big in concept, in its impact on the city centre, and in its future, and its impact on the future of this country. At a time of great challenge, it is a very visible and bold statement about our confidence in ourselves and in our capacity to create our own future. This new building on Pearse Street will allow us to compete with the best in the world, not just in terms of quality of the people involved, but the scale of that quality. For there will be about 700 researchers in this single integrated space, focusing on discovering the basis of disease, devising therapies to treat those diseases, translating that knowledge into both better healthcare and new enterprise. And in the process, it will educate and train students who will be the future innovators and leaders in this country and indeed across the world. This institute will bring together disciplines from 5 schools in this university, which will then engage with each other in an open and natural way. Now, not only will people come together from across disciplines in Trinity, but they will have right next to them in this building a space dedicated to incubating companies based on the intellectual property emerging from the research that will be going on. So this will be a deep, integrated partnership, probably not seen in this country so far. Innovation is at the heart of this institute. Now, the concept of partnership extends beyond this university, as the institute will be a fundamental part of the Innovation Alliance between Trinity and UCD. The partnership extends further all across this country to all institutions and worldwide, and to industry across Europe within the EU framework. We envisage this institute right here at the heart of Dublin City on Pearse Street as not just another player in the world of biomedical research and translation, but a leader to which people from across the world will flock, because this is where innovation is breaking all boundaries of thinking and action. Now, you might ask, how do I know that all of this will work? And are we not too ambitious? Well, let me give you some evidence. For a number of years, we have been building up strength in priority areas of research and education in Trinity by recruitment of the most talented and passionate academics from across the world. Trinity and Ireland is now ranked 3rd in the world in the field of immunology, and most of Ireland's effort in that area will be housed in this institute as one of the 3 strands, alongside the study of cancer and bioengineering. Some of our academic staff have already spun off a company called Sona, which has secured the biggest A-round venture capital investment in the life sciences in this country, and the second highest B-round in Europe. Not bad. So our individual academics, our researcher scientists, or scholar teachers, have already demonstrated that they're as good as the best in the world in terms of science and translation. Now, this new institute will scale that effort to a point where we have critical mass that can compete with the best in other countries and with comparable impact on this country. So we are enormously ambitious for the Institute, and so we should. So this institute will not just advance discovery and translation, but it will also create a quantum advance in education. Medical students in this university will be educated in this environment in their preclinical years. And you might think of the impact of that experience on the doctors of the future. New types of graduates will flow from the intensity, the ferment of activity, the passion that's going to be concentrated here. Now, there's one additional quality that I want to highlight that is a feature of the key principal investigators that will be here. If you know them, you will know what I'm talking about, and that is passion for what they do. And there is passion here in abundance. I have always followed the philosophy of pursuing talented and passionate people, for it is that combination that transforms the experience of our students and creates the impact on society, including job creation, in ways that are not exactly linear or exactly predictable, but are guaranteed to be groundbreaking and to have large impact. That I'm absolutely sure of. I mentioned earlier the impact of this institute, of this physical building on the city. So this institute is not just part of Trinity College. It belongs equally to the city and to our neighbouring communities, which are scattered in or around this area. And they were here in force last night, and they had first view of this institute, and I think rightly so. We have been following a philosophy in Trinity for several years of opening the university out into the city, of bringing the city into the university in a porous way. The Nocton Institute, just down the road with its science gallery, an advanced nanoscience centre, was a very visible manifestation of that opening up. This building will have a new entrance to Pierce Street Station right at the centre of it. So there will be thousands of people coming onto Pierce Street every day, additional thousands of people. There will be a credit union in this building, and I know that our neighbours are very keen on that. Now, Pierce Street used to be what I would call a slow-moving car park, but it is now rapidly becoming a thoroughfare for people, not cars. And so we're very proud of this development and our good relations with the local communities and with the city. So this institute is not just another development, it is a step change in scale. It is a partnership across disciplines and institutions and with industry. And it will be a major European hub, participating in and leading European innovation. And I'm personally very pleased, as Provost of Trinity in over 10 years about to finish, to have had the privilege of participating in the journey from the glimmering of an idea about 5 years ago to the realization of probably the boldest development in the history of this university. Now, the journey has been a team effort involving, of course, Trinity, the government, Europe, industry, the city, and generous individuals, some of whom have funded us on the way, and some who have graced the Institute with their art. I will come back to this team effort at the end, but I'm very pleased that we have two of the most important people charged with innovation in this country and in Europe here today to launch the Institute and to see it on its way.